Yeah. Y'all know who's back, man. No moral victories. We back in the building, man. Holla at your boy, man. Mr. Fourth Quarter, man. I need y'all to like, comment. I need a million subscribers still. I know I took a little break, but I'm tuning to the numbers. I still ain't got that million likes, a million subscribers, man. So we need that, man. We need that. Let's get rich off of YouTube. But today, man, I know y'all seen what I'm talking about. Will Victor Wembenyama finish his career with the San Antonio Spurs? And I'm going to just say off the rip, I'm saying he will not. They're not doing too much of a great job building around him. And, let's get into it. All right, so right now, it's early. I didn't want to do this video. I don't really want to break down, to only 20 games in. That's early. I wanted to wait probably another 15, 20 games. But since we're doing this now, the Spurs are currently in 10th place, 10-9, only 19 games into the season. So it's too early for me to even throw out any predictions or anything like that, how the season will go. Currently in 10th place, I think, best case scenario, there will be a play-in team. That's best case scenario. But for the organization-wise, I don't know if they're going to start tanking, start sitting Victor out, or, what's going to go on with that. But, yeah, let's get into it, man. Victor Wembanyama stats. Okay, so stats for this season so far: 19 games in, 23.4 points, 10 rebounds, 3.1 assists. Okay, turn the ball to 3.5 turnovers, blocks 3.6 again. That wasn't enough for Defensive Player of the Year last year. That's on the NBA who blew that, but he's gonna win it for sure this year, man. 3.6 blocks. That might even go up closer to the 4.3. I think he'll finish higher than 3.6 blocks. Free throw percentage has gone up. It's gone up about, what's that, 7%? That's nice. Field goal percentage is up. He's shooting almost double the amount of threes. I don't know how y'all feel about that, but with the tempo of the game and everything, I like that pick and pop with Chris Paul. Maybe not close. It says, where is it at again? Closer is 3.1 to 9.3. 9 is too much for me, for Victor. Maybe in the 7 range, 6, 7 range. Depending on how the game goes, 6 or 7. But 9, that's probably a little too much for me, for Victor. I want to see him develop more at post. Everybody wants to see him posting up. But even if it's, posting up, you don't even got to be posting up on the block. If you want to take 2 or 3 steps out, just, shoot over the defender, get to a go-to move in the post and just shoot over the defender, 7-3. So I think that could, he's got good development, man. I think he'll be an all-star this year. We know what he did in the Olympics with Paris, man. Big games out there in Paris, man. Still young, 20 years old right now. So, future is bright. They need to hurry up and build around him. Get pieces now, because Victor, it looks like he's trying to win now to me. I don't know if him and the Spurs are on the same page, but it looks like Victor he's ready to win now. He's that high of a caliber player where he could win now if he's just if he has the right pieces around him, So, they gotta get Greg Popovich, he's out with the health problem. So it's a lot going on in the organization right now. But, I think Victor will eventually get fed up, man. And, but I don't know if he'll leave because the money, if you, stay at the team you're drafted to and everything, they can offer you the most money. So money-wise, it makes sense for him to stay with the Spurs. But basketball-wise, I think, there are other organizations out there that, maybe, could get pieces for him. He could be more of a vocal leader with, what the organization needs like that, because he's a top, I want to say top 10. I'll say top 15 player in the NBA. I'll say top 15, top 20, top 15, top 20. I want to say top 10, but just for right now, with 19 games into the season, I'll say top 15. So let's get it. It's time to win now. More of the story. It's time to try to win now. Figure out the young pieces. Let's go through this real quick. So let me go through this real quick like this, man. Let me see. So Keldon Johnson that y'all see, I think he's a trade piece. Chris Paul, he's great for elevating Victor Wembanyama's, where he's trying to go, kind of player he's trying to be, and getting him the ball because we know last year guards and the teammates were not getting him the ball, in his most effective spaces. So I think Keldon Johnson is a great trade piece, or if he can embrace, being a 6th, 7th man off the bench. Chris Paul, like I said, he'll be gone in about a year or two. Castle, right? Stephon Castle as the future with the team as well. His future starting point guard for this team. Long career for sure. Plays defense. Um, let's see, 19 games, 11.5, 2.7 rebounds, 3.8 assists. Okay, so far so good, man. Nice piece. David Duke Jr., not too familiar with him. He could go. Jeremy Sochan, he can go as well. He'd be a trade piece. He's kind of hindering whenever he's back, or if he's back right now. He'll be hindering Stephon Castle because I don't know why, but they put the ball in this guy's hand to run point guard and make decisions. I don't know why they started doing that. But if he, continues to play how he plays, he'll be hindering Stephon Castle's development for sure. Blake Wesley and Malachi Branham. These two dudes look just alike in this picture. They can both go. They're 1st-round picks. They haven't really been productive at all. 2 years pro. This is that 2022 draft where they didn't really do the best picks. They had drafted 3 players in this 2022 draft. Blake Wesley, yeah, he could go for sure. Malachi Branham, he can go for sure. We got to get them going. Just package all these guys up, man. Like, when I say this, I'm saying by, like, trade deadline this year, by, like, All-Star this year. Let's not wait 4 years, until it's contract extension time for Victor. Zach Collins, he can go for sure. The Spurs, for their backup center, they need a big body, who's going to hold down the paint. Kind of the opposite of what Victor is, who's going to space it out, lanky. They need a physical presence down there, big guard, a big man, not big guard. Devin Vassell, he for sure can stay. He's not going anywhere. He's a piece that can stay. Play that small forward, shooting guard role. City Sissoko, he can go as well. Riley Minix, he can go as well. He hasn't played. So yeah, they could go. Charles Bassey, I'm gonna say he could stay and be the 3rd big man who rarely plays, but he's gonna rebound and block shots and be physical in the paint. So he could come if anybody's in foul trouble, be that 3rd big man. Julian Champagnie, he shoots the ball a lot. He put him on that. He could if he's it needs to be part of a trade package. Yeah, he could go, but he kind of shoots the ball a little too much. Even though he's a shooter, he needs 3 or 4 less attempts a game for him. But if he works that out and learns his role in the team, he could stay, man. If not, package him up. Trey Jones, I like him. He could be the backup point guard, man, for this team. He's like he could be. He could. I hope he's learning a lot under Chris Paul, as well as Stephon Castle learning under Chris Paul, because I feel like if the game is getting out of control, Trey Jones is the point guard to come get everybody back together. Let's throw the ball down to Wemby. Let's get situated down here. So he could stay. I like Trey Jones staying. Harrison Barnes, like Chris Paul, he was a great piece to lay foundation of what needs to how the NBA goes for these young players. He's a good foundation piece just for this. It's a one year guy, Harrison Barnes, so he could go after this season for sure. Sandro Mamakafasheli, yeah, he can go too, man. He could go. Harrison Ingram, he's a rookie. I think he's a 2-way, so I ain't gonna say too much on him. So like I said, who was I said I could stay? Wemby stay, Castle stays, Vassell stays, Bassey stays, Julian Champagnie kind of iffy, Trey Jones stays, Harrison Barnes will probably be gone in a year or two. So yeah, I got them staying. Like I can see them. They have good pieces to package up and trade, man. Keldon Johnson, Sochan, he's a young player that needs to go. These two guys need to go. This, they're part of this 2022 draft class. This second year, yeah. So Sochan, Wesley, and Brandon, they were all in the same draft, in the same first round. These are all first round guys that the Spurs got in 2022. So kind of bad. Not the best GM decision making on that for players who aren't really impacting at first rounders. You need to make an impact right away. Yeah, so that's what I see right here with this. Victor, like we showed the stats, he needs more touches. Shooting, he got a little better field goal percentage this season, 1% better. But he's I don't know if he's gonna be too happy with the losing and stuff like that, man. So Spurs get together. Victor Wembanyama, according to your boy No Moral Victories, Mr. Fourth Quarter. I think he's gone, man. Whenever that, I don't know. I think he'll leave because of the winning. The money. I think, but the money might keep him by the time it's time for his extension and all that, man. He might be a $700 million man by that time. By by that second contract, he gonna be up. Shout out to Victor Wembanyama, man. What y'all think, man? Is he gonna leave? Should he leave? Should I stay or should I go? Don't. Y'all let me know right now what y'all think Victor Wembanyama's gonna do. Is he gonna stay or is he gonna get impatient with the losing and get up out of there, man? I'm about to get up out of here. So y'all like, comment, subscribe right now, man. I need that. I'm back. Y'all comment and like enough. I'm back. Come on, man.